Everybody come around, come around, come around. Maski and beef, let's talk the talk. Maski and beef, let's talk the talk. Talkative Duo series. Maski and beef, let's talk the talk. Talkative Duo series. Maski and beef, let's talk the talk. Talkative Duo series. Maski and beef, let's talk the talk. Talkative Duo series. Maski and beef, let's talk the talk. Talkative Duo series. Maski and beef, let's talk the talk. Talkative Duo series. Maski and beef, let's talk the talk. Talkative Duo series. Maski and beef, let's talk the talk. Maski and beef, let's talk the talk.
Hello, our talkative Duo family.
This is how they treat Nigerians badly. I need the intervention of the government to please do something about this. Please, the aviation minister should take note. Nigerians are being treated badly all over the world. I'm catching up with the flight now. They refuse to take the scooter. I don't know what to do. This is Emirate Airline. In 2024, they cannot even take a scooter, which I came in from Lagos. See, I question all the aviation people to please intervene and see what they can do about it. This is very frustrating.
My experience on the Talkative Duo series on Saturday, 14th of December 2024, 6 a.m. California time, 9 a.m. Canada time, 3 p.m. Nigerian time. Please join me. Thank you.
Hello, our beautiful talkative Duo family. How are you guys doing this wonderful morning over here? Afternoon, I know, in some other places, and evening in some other places too. This is your girl, as always, talkative Maski, and with me on the other side is the always beautiful talkative
Babe, I'm blushing now.
Look at this. I mean,
How are you all doing?
Hi guys.
Compliments of the season to you all.
Yeah, so compliments. We are trying to smile, even though we are not happy though. But you know,
We are
when
not
I'm
happy.
with
This
you
one will be
guys,
happy.
I
It's not
try
be
to,
happy.
you know,
Yeah.
we try to smile, but we are not really happy because if one of our own is in pain, we are all in pain. We should be our brothers or sisters keeper. You know, you guys know how it is. Okay. Talkative Viv, take it away.
Yeah, today we have a guest in the studio, and from the little clip you saw earlier, you would have seen why we say that this particular life that we're coming is for us it's not for us to smile. It's not a life that we are coming out to with joy. It is because Emirate Airline offended somebody who is a Nigeriana, who is a sister, who is black. We need to hear from the lady's mouth. I don't want to say the horse's mouth.
I was waiting for you. Don't tell me. No, we want to call her a horse. This fine lady, we want to call her a horse.
We want to hear from the lady's mouth exactly what she experienced with Emirate Airline and how she was even able to navigate it, how she was able to circumvent. So we have in the studio Mrs. Margaret Arinola Adeleka. You're welcome to the show, Margaret. Welcome. It's nice to have you on the show today. Thank you for taking out time to join us. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Before you go on, please, I must say you're beautiful. In fact, the scooter now looks like. I'm sorry, but honestly, it looks nice on you. Honestly, I'm sorry, but you look smashing. You look amazing.
Thank you.
It's beautiful.
So much.
Yeah.
Thank you.
The fine girl with the sick on the maltreated.
No mind.
We cannot grieve for anybody in this.
We are not good for them. Oh.
Yes. All right, beautiful Margaret. Can you please tell us a little bit about yourself?
Yeah. Thank you so much for having me on the show. I'm so glad. I'm delighted, and I'm not taking it for granted. Yeah, my name is Margaret Arinola Adeleka. So married to Ade Lucy, but I still have Adilek as my last name. Um, I'm a business person. I I do, I buy and sell, and which is I derive a lot of pleasure and joy from doing that. Basically, and professionally, I'm an accountant, and but that is kind of under the carpet now. So all I do is to buy and sell.
Wow. Well, that's wonderful. That's nice to hear. Just a
A
quick one.
mother too,
Yeah.
a mother,
Oh,
Sharon.
nice.
I'm a
So you're
mother and I'm a grandmother.
oh
Yeah,
Oh
my
my
God, awesome. Okay,
that's
you're a
I'm a
amazing.
businesswoman.
grandmother to two beautiful children, a boy
Jesus
and a
Christ.
girl. Yeah.
Wow,
Look at
wow.
her,
That
and she
is
doesn't
awesome.
look it though.
It does
Uh,
oh my God, this is
She's
awesome.
well,
gorgeous.
Wow. So you're a
like,
wife,
yeah,
a mother, a
I'm a
grandmother, a
grandmother.
businesswoman. Oh God.
Yeah.
How about talk there? I raise that for you.
I was
I
Thank
dey raise that
you.
for you.
Sarah
It's not
Kadede.
easy. It's
So
not easy now.
we are giving you this hand. Well
Yes,
done.
so okay, let's get back to business, guys. So I don't know, but we have to get a little bit personal here. Were you like born like this, or did something happen? How did you get to be in a wheelchair?
Yeah, I was obviously not born this way. 2002, on my way to Ibadan, along Ibadan Expressway, I had this fatal accident which
Wow.
affected my spine, and that actually made me wheelchair bound. So that's what I've been dealing with for over 20 years. That's about 22 years
Yeah,
being on
that's
the
what I was
wheelchair.
calculating now. So 2002 to
Two,
date is
Yeah,
22.
22
today,
solid
yeah,
years.
yes,
Oh
that's
my
where being on
God.
the
Oh my
wheelchair.
God. Oh my
And
God.
there's nothing I've done everything absolutely. If I tell you everything, I've been places to have treatment, but I just have to take this big fix and carry on with life.
Wow. Okay. We're sorry about that. We're sorry that happened.
Yeah.
But so like you said, you have to just take it in good faith. Life happens.
Life
And so
happens.
Yeah.
You said you are a business person. So were you doing business before you got wheelchair bound?
Yeah, actually, yes, I was in full-time business before I found myself in this situation. Then I was actually into clothing business, and I was buying things from Europe too. I was buying things from Europe to bring to Nigeria to sell, and I was then selling trucks and cars as well. So, but what I do basically is I do cars, I do trucks, and I do a bit of buying and selling. Then I've got like two shops then in Lagos
that was before the accident.
before
So
the
after the
accident.
accident, you still continue to do your business?
Yeah, yeah, after the accident, I took like 2 years break, and I just said to myself that I think it would be better for me to start up doing something, even while I was trying to recover, because I remember I just came back from America when I had this car accident, and while I was even in the hospital, my goods arrived. They had to bring it for me to do the pricing and everything. So I just felt to myself that I would be in a better place if I actually decide to go back to work than being a liability to family and friends. Yeah.
Wow. Oh, that's awesome. That's huge. That's huge. That's
Thank
huge.
you.
So you continue to do your business. Oh my God,
Yeah,
guys, we need to draw some strength from this lady. She
I
continued to do her
know.
business. I can't imagine that. Where did you get the strength from?
That is it. That's the question I wanted to just ask right now.
Yeah, where did you get the strength from? Where did you
What
get
Oh,
it? Oh my
what is
God.
it that drives you?
Yeah, God, this is huge.
well, for good factor one, I really, I won't, I have to say the truth. I have to renew my strength daily. like I said to people, it's not like I don't break down, but I always feel that it's always better to have strength to carry on than to be weak. And one thing I know that it's no matter what in life, you cannot rely on people for your source of income. It is a very bad place to be. If I want to eat like fried chicken, I should at least be able to afford it, to put my hands in my pocket or in my bag to bring that, basic needs of life. I strongly believe that one should be able to provide for yourself. And maybe because of my life experience, because I had my child when I was 18, and it gave me a lot of struggle, you know, trying to look after her on my own, trying to do this, trying to do and at the end of the day, I was able to send her to the UK, to America, to go and I found that I looked at the process of life. That you do not have any excuse for failure. So if it's going to be the last strength in me, I think I just really want to use that opportunity to be a person, to provide for myself and not be a liability to anybody
Oh my
with
God.
whatever
Oh
way.
my God. This is
Mm.
huge. This is
This is really
awesome.
good. Yeah. And
I'm
the
like,
one, yeah,
I'm like tongue tied.
side,
Let me use that word.
absolutely.
I'm
Yeah,
tongue tied.
I understand where you're at, my
God,
sister. It's not easy. In
honestly,
fact,
you
yes,
deserve an award.
in fact, as a
Thank
person
you.
living with disability, it must be really, really difficult running your business, your own business, which obviously entails a lot of traveling. Can you tell us some of the challenges that you have faced and how you have been able to navigate these challenges, how you are able to circumvent the challenges? What are the challenges that you face on a daily basis, living with disability and then being able to run your own business?
To be truthful, it's not a very easy journey. And like I've always said to myself, I can't remember who the scripture was. It said, if you have a wall before you, if you cannot climb the wall, just walk through it. And honestly, in terms of financing, it's been, especially with sitting with me being a Nigerian and living with disability. There's no, it's so, people can't comprehend it, especially the financial world, the banking sector. That, like, I remember one experience I had. I have two shops. I have a shop in Okwebi and I have one in Alausa. And I have two in Okwebi really, and I have one in Alausa. So I said I've gone through the processing and everything. And when they knew that I was on the wheelchair, when at the last stage of the disbursement, they said, "Oh, do you know that that customer is on the wheelchair? How come she's going to be able to pay this kind of money?" The person was declined. And I'd already bought my ticket to travel. I was going to the UK. I'd done everything. It was just like something to, add up to what I had already. And until when I got so hard on them that I was going to, reported to the authority and everything. So they came down to my shop to apologize. And at the end of the day, they gave me. But there's still some of the microfinance banks too, which I really need to mention names now. This Davodane Microfinance, I am the broad face of Davodane Microfinance. They believe strongly in me and they know that I can do even more than what I'm doing now. So whatever I need, they kind of encourage my business, which has really been doing very well for me. Even when they have meetings, they invite me. So for traveling, oh my God, you need to be a Nigerian, you have to be strong. From the check-in, I've had experiences like there was a time I went to Dubai, they did not even lift my scooter. So when I got to my destination, I was left with, nothing to move around with. I
Which
had
airline
to
was
take
that?
the Emirate Airline.
Oh my goodness.
That
No,
was
be talking
like
about
few
that.
years, yes, few years back.
Okay, so
And
this is
for
not.
me,
Hold on, please. Let's, because there's some things I really want people to hear, because I really want to hear them. Because for me, it's not just about talking about these things. We need to learn a couple of stuff, and we need to understand how these things work. So this is not the first time you're having an issue with Emirates.
no, it's not.
Oh my God. Okay, continue.
I mean, they did the right thing, though. I mean, 2 days after, because I had to force myself out with the airport wheelchair in Dubai to be able to. And I've got only 4 days to stay in Dubai. You can imagine. A whole day was at the airport, trying to find out where the scooter would be. So at the end of the day, they brought it after 2 days to me, and they brought me nothing. The times that I would travel on arriving my destination, the scooter is completely destroyed and they will do nothing about it. Is it the experience I had last year, which was very traumatizing for me? I had to really, it was really bad for me. Like over a year now, Turkish Airline, I was coming from London, from Istanbul to Lagos. They were trying to put me on my seat with the onboard wheelchair, and the onboard wheelchair could not go to the back seat. Do you know, to my wildest imagination, I have never been humiliated this badly in my life. I asked for the help of the
Flight
onboard
manager,
supervisor. No, the supervisor. You know when
supervisor.
she came to me, the next thing she said to me is, please get her off the plane and just call the police.
Huh?
Yeah, on Turkish Airline. I still have the case. Up to today, it is over a year. I have not had a word from them, not even a letter of apology. It took the help of Stella Okosete. God bless that lady. I will never forget her in my life. She had to get off a business class seat to put me. She carried me with the help of another person to a seat on the business class. I will never, if I tell the story of my life, because that day for 3 hours of what I was shaking. I was really, 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 I
Honestly,
don't know,
I
I
depressed.
cannot
cannot
even
imagine.
imagine.
No,
I
you
cannot
can't.
just begin
No, you
to.
can't.
I
Saying
don't
you
even
can't
know how
imagine
to.
is you can't
You,
imagine.
this is
No, you
crazy.
can't.
How
It's
do people see somebody who is on a wheelchair, who is making effort to move on with her life instead of sitting down and being a burden to family? And if you sit down at home for your family members to look after you, nobody will blame you. But you still get up and say, no, I have to keep going. And in keeping going, instead of people around you to encourage you, what they are doing is to do everything possible to bring your morale down.
Yeah, no,
This
they
is
do
very,
daily,
very, very
this is very
unfortunate.
all
disheartening.
day,
This is heart
daily, all
wrenching.
day,
This
daily,
is, I
Chris.
don't know what to use, because I can't even say I can imagine. I can't. We can't, because you know what I'm thinking in my head. For me, standing on my feet, sometimes I feel like, God, I can't
I
even
feel
take
like
one more
giving up
step forward.
sometimes.
Sometimes I feel like hiding under my bed. I feel
Yeah.
like, let me just close my eye and just block everything off. Then I will not start to think about somebody who is incapacitated, who cannot help herself. And people will be, God, I don't know what to say. Let me not use the wrong word, because this is,
Yeah.
we are in the social media
Um,
space where we have a lot
yeah,
of restrictions on language, and that's what
absolutely.
this is heart wrenching for me,
It's heart
honestly.
wrenching, really. Please, our viewers, if you are there, keep sharing this. Keep sharing. People need to hear this. This is not
Yes.
about catching clouds or growing
No,
a
no, no,
page right
no.
now. People need to hear this. Go to Instagram. Go to Facebook. Go to TikTok. Go to everywhere that we are at, especially
Everywhere that you
YouTube.
can,
Anywhere that you can see
anywhere.
the
Honestly,
Talkative series, please help us and share this, share this, share this. People need to
yeah.
hear this. This is not
Honestly,
acceptable in any way, shape, or form. It can be anybody. The day she woke up and had this accident, she did not plan to have it. It can
okay.
be anybody. So do
Yes.
not take it for granted. Please share, share, share. Thank you.
Yeah, before I go to the next question, because I'd like to emphasize certain things for benefit of those who are just coming on the show or those who are late. This lady had an accident in 2002 on her way to Ibadan, on the Ibadan Express, Lagos Ibadan Express Road, and as you know, as a result of the accident, she had issues with her spine that put her in a wheelchair. But irrespective of this accident, she still tried to forge ahead and move on with her life, doing her business. So on this show this morning, we are talking about the challenges she has faced. And what's brought about this particular show is something that happened when on Emirate Airline
On her way from China.
on her way from China. And she's now telling us that this is not the first time she's encountering that with Emirates and other airlines, as the case may be. So
I'm
please,
trying to
guys,
make a living out of my
of a woman who's living with disability.
Yeah.
So please, guys, I know our people were just trying to show us the clips of the day the thing happened. So please, guys, please, we need to share this. We need to talk about this. This is not a matter of talkative do or what. No, no, no. We need to. This thing needs to get out there. This is not right. This is not fair. This is an error that must be corrected. This woman is going through enough being in that wheelchair. People should not make it worse for her. The
It's
pressure is
not
real.
And
This
then
is
the
very
Nigerian
depressing.
government, what are you doing? How do you help people in this situation? I heard the video she made and Arise News carried. She was shouting to the aviation ministry, what has been done under this particular circumstance? What did they do after seeing this? Or are they
This.
telling me they did not see this?
Because
Does Nigeria begin to respect Nigerians?
Because if we saw it, because we saw it on the Rise News and we reached out to her, we started making inquiries, we started looking for her, we found her, we saw it. So I believe every other person has seen this thing. But what is being done about this? We need to talk about this as a people.
Yes, it's a conversation that needs to be had.
Honestly, this is not fair. And this is a very inhumane treatment meted out to our sister. She's our sister because she's black and she's a Nigerian. Yes, she's our sister. We must look out for her. This is not right, and this must be talked about, please, guys. Let's continue. Viv. Honestly, I don't even know what to ask anymore. This is like,
I
God,
know.
this is huge. I'm a very emotional person. Things like this, God.
Talkative Viv, my experience going to China, it's I know that I took a bit of step above what I'm even up to now. I've not recovered from my trip from China. But one thing I know for sure, even my experience at the airports in Guangzhou is horrible. As I go into the airport from the taxi and just entering the airport alone, there were lots of security personnel. Oh, you can't bring this into the airport. Is it like they're not advanced, or I don't even understand? I mean, with a bit of effort, I was able to go to the counter but the manager on duty on Emirate Airline that day do not have any empathy. You know that she didn't actually want to take me on that flight. On Emirate Airline, she did not want to take me on that trip.
It was
Hold on.
Issues.
Hold on. I want us to take this. So now you're telling us exactly what happened on that particular flight. Yes, take us through it. Let's really get it step by step. How we got to that point.
She didn't want to bug me. Immediately she set her eyes on me. There's a place for disabled passenger. Trying that you have to be attended to,
yes.
separately. And immediately she saw me, she had made a conclusion that she wasn't going to take me on that flight. And the kind of person I am. I don't give up easily, I tried to get to her, but is it because I'm black skin or I don't understand. I do not live in Guangzhou. I came from Lagos, Nigeria to Guangzou on a scooter. So how come you cannot take it back? There was nothing I did not say. I have the manual of the scooter I gave her. She said she doesn't know anything about it. I told her to call maintenance. She said she doesn't. I said, can I speak to the higher authorities? She said no, that she has gone to them. They said no. It was such a frustrating situation. So at the end of the day, I said to her, okay, because I said to her, okay, I'll go on the flight because I didn't want to stay there more. because I know definitely that they're never going to do anything. This is what they're going to do. I tried calling home, if they can help me get in touch with the county manager, if if they're going to, in Emirate, that they do something about it, but nothing. But do that's not even bad enough. And I know stuff do happen in life, but to my greatest surprise, even after the news, because I sent it to a sister of mine, I should put it on Sarah. Because by the time I was landing in Dubai and on my foot, I found that I had a lot of missed calls. So I didn't even know what had happened. Do you know that Emirate Airline sent me an email to tell me this kind of hurting words that she was only doing her GC, following procedure? That
What
if I want
stupid
to
procedure?
travel, that if I want to travel the next time, I should make sure that I give them 48 hours notice that I will be traveling on the scooter. There is nowhere I have not gone. I cannot count the places I've traveled to on this scooter. And even on Emirates, I have flew them. I can't. I've lost count of flying Emirates. Do you know that they said that I should give them notice 48 hours? The scooter is in Guangzhou. They have not. It's still in Guangzou.
Okay. This one you're using is another one.
Got it. I had to buy another scooter.
Jesus Christ. So the scooter is still in.
And this is in Guangzou.
Blood of God.
It's in Guangzou.
This one is more than blood of Jesus, so it's blood of God. Eh? No, I think at this point you need to talk to a lawyer.
You see, it's not. I first have to do with my mental health. What people don't understand about this thing is not about the compensation. It's not about bringing scooter. That these people, they're so inhuman. This thing is a sleepless night, and I begin to wonder.
Please remove your hand. I can imagine. But Viv, the way you're, please, I can imagine.
What they're saying to me is just sit in the place and don't go anywhere. That's what they just said to me.
Yeah.
Do you know, for 2 days I got home, I didn't have anything to move around with.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Honestly, we have to take a break. I don't want to break down. We have to take a break. Honestly, this is like, I don't want to start, I don't know. I'm sorry, I'm a very emotional. This is, oh God.
Yeah.
Let's take a break, please.
Let's take a quick break. We'll be right back.
Talkative Duo Series. We'll be right back.
God. Oh, jeez.
Bringing light to start the day. Whispers
wherever this money is coming from, may God replenish our pocket in 100 fruits in the name of Jesus.
Every soul deserves to sing in the warmth of love we know. Echoes of kindness spreading far and wide in the silent moment. Love we won't hide. Empty hands we fill with care. So much more is given here. In the tears there's joy to share. What we sow will reappear. Silent streets we tread upon, finding faces so forlorn. In this bond, we're never gone. Together we will be reborn. Echoes of kindness spreading far and wide in this silent moment. Love we won't hide.
Welcome back to Talkative Duo series.
Alrighty. We are a little bit more composed. I'm hopeful. We are back. We'll continue the show. The show must go on. Yeah, no matter how we feel, no matter how this is making us feel, we are feeling this way. I can only imagine the person that is in the middle of this experience, how she's feeling and what she goes through on a daily. Apart from the show we are doing or whatever else, I'm asking each and every one of us, let's have her in our prayers.
Honestly, guys, honestly.
Not easy.
And for this particular this particular episode, guys, please, we need to share this video. We need for people to see this. I am a little bit like, even the questions I wanted to ask, I'm no more coordinated. I'm tongue-tied. I'm just like you can now start to imagine what she's going through. So you're not only dealing with the physical aspect of what you're going through, you're dealing with your mental health. You're dealing with the psychology. People are just like in your head trying to drive you crazy. Not even apart from what the blow that fate has dealt this lady that she's trying to deal with in every possible way. We human beings like her are now trying to make her look mad. I don't know what to say. Please, when they say I said the wrong word. Honestly. Please, guys, we need to share this video.
Latin said so emotional.
Honestly,
emotional. It's a very sad thing. May God just help Nigeria if I have to bring God into this, because I really don't think that is God. All we need is to know that fellow human beings are human beings and should be treated as such. Simple and short. And then Nigeria, can you rate us your citizens, rate us so that other people can rate us? Yes. Because you cannot tell me that if it is somebody from China, a Chinese person that comes to Nigeria, that they will be treated like that. They will not be treated like that. Or maybe any Oyibo that comes into Nigeria, they will not be treated like that.
We don't see them like this.
Our government does not rate us. That's why people don't rate us anywhere.
I feel bad. And do you see now? Okay, now from what you're saying, Abiola, can I call you that? You know me, I'm not too good with English names. From what you're saying, you have been going through stuff like this with other airlines. Can you tell us? So you talked about Turkish airline a little bit. This is a conversation, so you were going but let us have other challenges you face with other airlines and mention the names of those airlines. Let them know. Let people know what these people are doing. Call them out, please.
But because my business really it's basically in Istanbul, Turkey. But I do more of Turkey where before trying to put myself into the Chinese word. Yeah. For Turkish Airlines, the honestly I got used to this disappointment like a part of living. When you're always expecting the worst from people. Anytime I want to make a trip, I think of the worst thing. That there was a time that I actually got to Turkey, to Istanbul. And do you know that from the cab, my agent and the cab driver had to lift me into the hotel.
When was that?
What kind of humiliation? No, what I'm saying that by the time I got back from the airport, they had destroyed the scooter.
Oh my Lord.
Getting out of the taxi to my hotel, they had to unlift me, The cab driver and my agent in that time I traveled by myself. It's only when I traveled with my husband that he will assist me. They had to lift me to the reception of the hotel. And it was a miracle getting into my room.
Oh my God.
So there was a time I traveled with one of my friends, and they treated us so badly. And she started crying on board. She was crying. I said, "Why are you crying?" She said she's tired of this thing, and she's the one, she doesn't think she's going to make another trip. But because I am so willed and I'm so determined and I'm stoppable, Turkish Airline and Emirate, they're too small to stop me.
That's my girl. That's my girl.
Amen to
That's
that.
it.
They can't. They're just like a wall before me that like I'm just going to walk through there. So
Amen. Hallelujah.
whatever they like, they do. But one thing I just want to point out is what are the people that do not have this kind of strength and they're living with disability? This is my pain and this is my pride. And that is why I want to look into my own NGO. It's not that I don't know. I don't know people that are in charge of people living, citizens living with disability. But you know, there must be a cry out. People are dying daily out of frustration and depression because you know what it means if you're not mobile. That means you have to rely on drivers, on house helps, or a caregiver, you know. And you know, it's still the same process.
Yeah, tell
But
us,
if you're
walk us through how you deal with that. The drivers, the helps. How does that pan out in this situation now?
well, at the end of the day, they get frustrated sometimes and they have to leave. Because you
Why?
know, sometimes most of the places in Nigeria are not accessible. The government is not, they're not including the citizens living with disability with a lot of things. Sometimes, even if I have to go to the city, there was a time I went to Ikeja City Mall, where it is written boldly disabled parking. Trust our people. Someone is actually parked there. And you know, it was such a struggle. And it was still dragging the space. So government needs to, you know, I don't know if they want to work with international bodies or people that are experienced for them to be able to put these things right. I remember there was a time that I was in the UK and I think the platform on the train, the platform that was supposed to, alive, did not have the access to. Do you know that because of me, they turned the train to another route? And when I got to my station, they said there's a black cab waiting for me to take me home.
That's what it's
No
that's,
payment.
That's good. I have been here a few months, and do you know that whenever I'm in a bus and a disabled person on the scooter wants to come in, they park the bus, they bring out the ramp, the person drives in, they raise up chairs, then the driver leaves his or her seat to come and make sure they are well fastened and hooked so that the wheelchair does not slip as the bus is moving. And when they want to alight from the bus, the driver still parks the bus, comes out and does whatever they need to do for them to be able to move. And they do this thing with joy. Why can't we have it in our own place? What is
wait,
the problem?
you're even talking about the driver. You're going far talking about the driver. The buses are equipped that when the bus stops, they just need to press a button and the thing will come out that is, you know, that will be able to make
come out for the person to be able to drive in.
and for every facility you go to, be it a hospital, anywhere you go to, you will see the ramp for people who are using wheelchair.
Absolutely.
And here, where I live, if you park in a disabled parking, the minimum fine is $460. That's the minimum. They will write in the minimum. It doesn't mean they're giving you $460. It could be $2,000, but they're telling you that minimum they can give you is $460. You could get 1,000. You could get higher than that. So you then not park it by disabled parking. And disabled parking are made in a way that they are closer to the entrance. That's why they make it that, you know, it's close to the entrance so that you can.
Lives are easier.
So I don't know why we can't do such things to make life a little teeny weeny easier.
Do you know that, you know, because I love my country so much, I have the opportunity to go and live abroad. But, you know, there's something in me that just wants to stay here. And, you know, I'm actually giving it a second thought. Because even from my trip from China, I'm not still very okay.
Yeah.
Because, you know, when you get a blow to the right once, you try to heal, get another one, and every time you keep getting blows, it gets to the body. I have never thought of relocation in my life, but out of this frustration, because I've given everything the best in my life, but it seems as if everything is just crumbling to my face. And you can imagine Nobody, except for one honorable. This guy had taken it upon himself. He's representing Badagry something. Upon himself, he had someone call me. He's been taking information, thinking of what to do. But where are the aviation people? Fun, SCA, where are they? Are they sleeping or they are not in existence? Please, I don't know. Is it until when
Please,
somebody is being crushed down before they take a move?
please, people, I don't know who is listening, who is here. We are calling out all concerned parties on this issue. Aviation, fan, whoever it is, that is, this thing, I know that it's under a particular jurisdiction. I don't know whoever it is because I don't really know these details. But please, guys, fan, the airline authorities, the aviation people, we need to do something about this thing. This is a very inhumane treatment. First of all, she's a human being.
That's
And
the first
I respect people in authority. I respect the honorable minister, but I am not impressed. And that is the truth about it. It shows our level of understanding. Do they know that? I do not pray for this for anybody, but I am not impressed and I'm actually disappointed in him. I am not saying he should get in touch with me, but has he said a word about this?
Yes.
TV brought it out. So it can now tell me, except he's not listening to news, maybe he's watching Telemundo, I don't know. But when you're in a certain authority, you should have empathy. But honestly, I do not blame anybody because Emirate was actually backed back to Nigeria. So how do they respect us?
Yes. And you know what pains me?
If the minister has the opportunity to listen to this, I honestly, I'm disappointed. I am.
Because somebody should have called them out by now. Somebody should have said something by now.
Somebody should have said something. Somebody should have said something.
But I just wanted to go to China quietly and come back quietly. But look at me, I am just like everywhere.
The worst part of it is that the scooter is still in there. What's that country you called it again? Jesus Christ.
Like one
So
of
they don't even care. That means they don't even care.
They tell me that I need 48 hours notification. When I was buying the ticket, was it written on it?
Like you said, and I support you, it's not about compensation. No, that's not the point. The point is that somebody needs to tell somebody something.
Absolutely. Keeping a way of saying I don't give a damn what you go through.
Yeah.
Honestly, if the president had the opportunity to listen to this one, Tinubu, I have so much respect for him. For the first time in my life, I came out of the wheelchair to vote for Tinubu, but I am not impressed, honestly. I think a lot of people need to really leave their office. If they're not sacked, they should resign. Because if I were them, I would cover my face in shame. Because I'm telling you,
please, if you have not shared this video, share it. If you have shared it before, share it again. It's important that this thing gets to the people that have been talked to. Continue, Miss Margaret, please.
President Tinubu is somebody that I love so much because he's a kingmaker and I respect it. But at this point, the people that he's put in place to do duty to represent him, they are representing us badly. And I think the state needs to be moved.
This is crazy. Honestly.
Sorry. As you're sharing,
I think I'll do it well.
Please, Ariola, I like calling you that. I like that. I don't know why I just like that name. Please, first and foremost, I cannot say that I imagine or that I can imagine what you go through. But honestly, I give you all your accolades, all your flowers. You deserve it. You're a strong woman. Talkative Duo series, we are going to organize. We are going to give you an award, a Strong Woman Award. It is as I'm talking to you, if you know, I'm having, I have goosebumps all over me.
Goosebumps all
Even me,
over. Oh,
as
wow.
even my elder brother would always say that I'm a very resilient person. But this one, I'm not sure I can go through this. I'm not sure I can do it. You're strong. Your strength is like is amazing.
Rock
Is I
of
don't
Gibraltar.
yeah I don't know the language to
Thank
use for
you.
you. You are a strong
Thank
woman.
you.
You are a
Thank
strong woman.
you.
Honestly,
Thank you.
honestly. I have so
And
many
one thing I
questions.
want to say to you now, sorry, Tagati Machi. One thing I want to say to you now is a very big thank you. Thank you for being as strong as you are. Thank you for showing us good example of what strength is. But
Yes,
for some of
Thank
us
you.
that we are thankful we have our legs, we can lean on you and gain some strength. And there
honestly.
are other people that are living with disability. They have somebody to look up to say, oh, I can lean on this person, I can glean energy off of this person and use that strength to continue to trudge on in my situation, in whatever it is that I'm going through. So one more time, thank you so very much for being this
Thank
strong.
you.
I
Thank you.
wanted to ask a question, but before I ask that question, I'd like to say something that just came up to my mind now. You said something about trying to see maybe the idea of creating an NGO for people who are not, because like you have a voice, you're strong, you're resilient, you're talking, when they refuse you what is due to you, you're able to speak out to say no, this is what I want.
I
Like you
deserve.
rightly said, a lot of people are not like that. So you said something about toying with the idea of creating like a platform to be a voice. I want to say here and now that Talkative Those series, we will support you in anything you decide to do.
Thank
We will
you.
give you our
Thank
support.
you.
It
Thank
is true
you.
that we looked for you, we reached out to you for this interview, but we want to be like a partner, we want to be friends with you, we want to partner with you in anything you're doing. Anytime you meet like like the wall, we are going to help you and push that wall. Don't walk through it, call us, we'll help you and push that wall down.
Thank
Please,
you so much.
please.
Thank
You're very
you.
strong and I respect you. In
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
my language, they say, let me say it in my language. "Nwaanyị na ibe ya ha bụ n'ọnụ." That is saying that two women say all women they equal. Now for mouth. And your case is true. Now for mouth. All women not they equal. You pass me, I beg.
Well
Thank you
done.
so
Please, I
much.
respect you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Please. So I'm moving forward. I would like to say to ask a question. In your own opinion, what do you think, or how do you think these airlines, what they can do to try to make things a little bit more disability persons friendly, if I can speak that English?
Thank you very much for that question. I give you a scenario. There was a time I was coming from London, and on British Airways, I think they were a bit overbooked, and they found out that I'm actually they couldn't take me on that flight, and a wheelchair, I mean a disabled passenger. Before it got out of hand, they came to me and said, "Sorry, the only open place now is to Abuja, and I'm going to Lagos. Please, do you mind if you can stay a bit night?" They checked me into Hilton Hotel. They paid for my carer. They paid for taxi for me. They took 3 cases free for me.
You see,
Who's not gonna smile?
Is that not an airline?
that's an airline.
Line.
From British Airways. Because
Do
the
you
British
understand?
people do have empathy and they respect people. It's bad enough to be on the wheelchair. But in our own case here, for the airlines, like even I've been on business class, and the kind of, I think maybe it's a mindset thing. They kind of forget people. I was actually lifted to my seat on board the wheelchair. So it is something that you cannot afford to forget me on the seat. So what they should do is, I think they should have a separate kind of, they should have people that will check in people living with disability. They try to have it, and I must really commend people in the Lagos airport. When I was being checked in, They did a perfect job. Because
Good.
when you talk of the bad, you should talk of the good.
Yes,
They
yes.
were extremely kind. They did everything and they ensured. But because they know me, they know that if anything should go wrong, I'm not going to let it go. So they do that all the time. I don't know if I should talk about the ground staff or the airline itself. I think what they should do is put people that have empathy to check people living with disability. They should not put inhuman people to check in
Yes,
people living
and
with
then I think
disability.
they should also give them training. They should be trained to deal with
Exactly.
No,
disabled people. You
these ones,
understand?
they're untrainable. No matter how you're being trained, when you don't have empathy, the training disappears. The British people did not, it's not like they were not trained or anything, but there's empathy. You know, trying to imagine yourself in another person's situation.
Exactly.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Now, dare I ask, um, in our local flights in Nigeria, have you had experiences such as this, or are they better
Oh
than
my,
their international counterparts?
oh my God. If I can give an award to Ibram here, there was time I flew to Abuja. Oh my God. Do you know that even after this wheelchair experience, I've never done a local flight because I'm so scared of doing it. But I flew Ibom here to Abuja. No, I think the organizers of that thing should be given an award and they should be given a place in this country to to oversee. I have never seen such a perfect thing in my life. Making sure that I'm well seated by the time the flight touched ground in Abuja. The scooter was waiting for me fixed.
What airline was
If
that again?
Ibom here,
Yeah, I just wanted
I
to
give it to
emphasize
them.
it because when people do
100%.
good, you say they did good.
Good,
I
You
have
absolutely.
understand?
never
And
seen
thankfully,
such
it's
a
our
thing
local airline.
You see?
well organized is more than the international standard.
Wow,
I can
good.
say it from my travel experience. You know, even when all these airlines still take me, they might have detached the battery to the scooter. Do you know that most of the time I would still be the same person to find a way to put the battery together, the wire to put the battery to the
So
scooter?
you now turn to a scooter mechanic.
No, I have
Nah,
to.
eh?
That is why I have renewed my spirit and my soul to be on this wheelchair. Because where what I see is where I'm going. Not all these people, they're just mere distraction to me.
That's
Hmm.
it. I love your
Even
spirit.
here,
I want to be your friend,
acting,
honestly. You have
they
such
had
strong spirit.
everything intact. And I said to myself, this is the first time that I'm flying and I'm not shouting and screaming.
Oh
Out of my
God.
shouting and
Yeah.
screaming from Guangzhou, I'm not still, I need to go to the hospital where I am now. Oh,
Yeah.
well.
You know,
Oh God.
it's important that we note, if you see the scooter on which she's sitting, you will see that it's the motorized type. So
Yeah.
apparently it needs batteries that get charged and all that. That's why she's talking about having to put the batteries together and fix it. You understand? And she's telling us now that Ibom Air, when she flew with Ibom Air, I wanted to say flight. When she flew with Ibom Air, that Ibom Air took care of her scooter, took care of her, and made her trip very, very comfortable and convenient for her. Thank God, though,
Honestly.
let it not be that it's only bad things that is coming out of this our country. That something good came out of it, and I'm so appreciative of that. Ibom, you guys, well done. Thank you for doing
Well
that.
done, yeah.
All
Well
of
done,
that.
guys.
We need to hear more of
Well,
good things like
this
this.
air did not do badly, but I rate Abram here.
Okay.
I
Which other airline did you say?
Peace Air to
Peace
try
Airline.
the bit.
Okay,
Okay.
okay.
Yeah,
Peace
Yeah,
Airline,
yeah,
thank you.
but
Thank you guys for taking care of
better.
her.
yeah, they
She
did.
said you guys tried to.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. At least then our time is fast spent. Finally, I think let's talk about a little bit about the persons living with disability in Nigerian setting. What do you think? What do you see? How do you perceive? How is our society really inclusive of people like you?
No, I don't think so. Like if I finish this meeting, I have a function to attend. And I think people living with disability are not actually expected to go out at all. That's what, in my own opinion, because it's the kind of thing that what are you doing here? Is not there's no. I think they should be taught from school, from the elementary school, the primary school to the secondary school, how to be of help to people. It's not like that abroad when they see someone on the wheelchair, they ask, can I please help you?
Yeah, of course. You're expected to
Help. So it's I think the government needs to, if they're going to have anything to do with people living with disability, I think they should get a professional, international bodies to train and let's know how to put people through it. It's and the government should not please forget people living with disability that are helpless.
Yeah, absolutely.
All hope.
I agree with you on that.
Yeah,
We need a total reorientation of our mindset
our
on how
mindset,
to. Yeah,
yes.
total our people, we do pity party. Oh, sorry, but that's not what we need. You
That's
need
not
to
what I
think of how to objectively help these people, not to say, oh, sorry, Bele. No, that's not what we're talking about. That's not help.
Now, apart from government putting them in a position, helping them to make their lives a lot more comfortable, what do you want to say to them as a people? What do you want to say to somebody who maybe just entered a wheelchair or is living with one form of disability or another?
Yeah, I'm actually because I've actually been hiding myself away from the public. Not I think it is done on me that I really need to wake up and speak out. I think we really need to kind of visit people living with disability and just give them a bit of hope. The government can't do everything really. The international bodies and everything. I think the time has come for me to really rise up now
and lend your voice.
Speak out, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's
lend your voice, yeah.
It's I think I have to put my NGO together now. And apart from the NGO, I think I need to go to places to talk to people. If it's possible for me to come to her. The only thing people just need, people living with disability, don't worry, it's going to be okay.
That support, that encouragement, that support.
Just to say that you are supported, you are loved, you are acknowledged. Yeah, just like Amaka has.
Don't worry, it's going to be okay.
Yeah, just like Maski has said earlier, we are here to support you. Whatever it is that you decide to do, when you decide to do it, just get in touch with us. We'll be able to put you out there as much as we can, and whatever support that
we are ready to work with you, to support you. In any way you need our help, whatever way we can, we are going to stand with you, please.
So that what you're saying needs to be heard a little more and then some more. So it's important that when you eventually decide on how you want to go about it, let us know, and whatever it is, wherever it is that we can come in to support, we are here for you.
Let me quickly say something again, because you talked a little bit about where you have to go to places and you'll be physically lifted. Have you in those times, what are the challenges? Have you ever fallen down, or have you ever been any kind of accident out of that kind of situation?
Severally. Thank God.
Severally?
It's still intact. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah. And lifted to a story building. And it's not something I really want to talk about. It hurts my heart, when if I do not have a bit of confidence, being carried in public is so. It's I don't know what word to use. It's people will just say that why she being carried, what's wrong with her? Can she not walk? And it drops a bit of self-confidence away from one. How many times have I been carried and the person will slip off and I'll fall over and over and over and over? Which one can I talk about? Which one? And hospitals too for people living with disability. Do you know that when you're living with disability and you go to hospital, if you're not careful, you can be killed there? I had a terrible experience like 2 years ago. It was the first hospital that I was taken to. I went to the hospital with no wound and I found out a very big hole in my body. I had to go to surgery. I go for family support. Very terrible journey. But when hospitals are being, closed down for issues like this, they will sit up and they will, when they shut them down, the government has to wake
So
up.
you're saying that even the hospitals that are supposed to be like, God, even in the hospitals you don't get. This is Viv, this is crazy.
I'm really hoping that people are listening to what we're saying right now. People that are in authority, people that are in a position to take decisions are listening, and that people are also getting touched, like Talkative Dose series is getting touched to be able to support this lady with her bid to start some kind of advocacy for people that are living with disability, because there is a need for there to be voice, in fact, for there to be voices that speak for these people. Many people will not go through 1/100th of what she has gone through, and they will give up and go and hide themselves in the closet because they've been made to feel that they are less than human because of what they are going through, which is of no fault of theirs. You understand? So these things, it is important that people listen and support Miss Margaret in her bid to be a voice for other people.
Yes. Please, guys, I will not even use this opportunity to say to other people in the social media space, this particular discussion is not about Talkative Duo at this point. Please, guys, it's not about us anymore. This is something that concerns us as Nigerians, as Africans, as humans. We need to come together and lend the voice to this particular, will I say discussion, or will I say incident? We need to lend the voice to this. I'm calling on all Nigerians, the artists, the actors, the influencers, whoever, wherever you are, please, we need to lend the voice to this. We need to speak up for this particular incident, and we need to come together as a people to, support is not just about, we're not talking about money here. No, that's not what we're talking about. We need to, come together and give our moral and, support to back this lady up. She needs to lend the voice to people like her, because a lot of people in this situation don't even can't even talk.
They can't talk.
They can't even talk for themselves.
Yeah.
So we need to come together.
I don't know whether it would be right to say drop her phone number on our screen.
No. That would be like, that's it. No, let's not do that. People can get in touch with us. We already have her contact. We can get it. Let's not overcrowd over, her. Please.
All right.
Then finally, before we leave, I don't know if you have something to say before I finally, Viv, you have something to say?
No, I'd like Madam Margaret to tell us a little, to put a last word out for people out there. Miss Margaret.
Yeah, before she does that, please, Miss Margaret, before you do that, I know that, like you said, there's some people who have been good to you. I would like you to, because like you rightly said, give honor to whom honor is due. When you say thank you to people, they feel better doing more for you. So are there anybody, are there people or persons that you like to, especially who have been helpful in this journey, maybe a friend, a partner, a spouse, or a relation that you want to give a quick shout out to, so that we can even join you and say thank you to that person? People who have made this journey, even if it's just teeny weeny easier for you, stuff like, if you want to say shout out to them and thank them,
Honestly, thank you very much for that question. I honestly have to say a big thank you to my family. I've got wonderful siblings. I mean, If when I tell you I've got wonderful siblings, I do have. And especially I
Thank
want to
God.
take a very big thank you to my big brother, Brade, Oluwale, Olumide, Dayo, BT, Femi, Sheson. They are been so wonderful to me. And I've got friends too, beautiful friends that I can't begin to mention names. And I would say a very big thank you to my husband too. It's very difficult to be with me because I'm a
Yeah.
go-getter and I could be unstoppable sometimes. You know, he has been supportive too. He went with me to China and he did a lot of help. And I do not appreciate him often, but I would want to say a very big thank you to Ayodeji Adelusi, my husband, and I'm not taking his help for granted.
Oh,
Yeah,
this is
and to beautiful friends out there
I'm
too.
tearing up.
And to my
God.
daughter, I know that she could be sometimes very emotional. Sharon Oyedeji Shito, she's been a very wonderful child to me and supportive. I know that sometimes she's overwhelmed with the kind of thing I do. She didn't want me to go to China. She think it's too far. But I did not listen. Like I told you, I am unstoppable. What I want to do, I do. Nobody stops. No one can
Oh
stop
God.
me. And yeah, I just want to tell them that I appreciate them and I love all of them. To all my beautiful friends. I've got friends, supportive friends. How did she want to a sister? And she went on and about to do all these things. And she's even like the women in the International Women conference too in New York. They're trying to put me on the platform, even with that help for the microphone. I appreciate you, and you're such a lovely and beautiful sister. Thank you very much. And for the two of you, I just send kisses and love to you. Appreciate
Oh
you
my
too.
God.
Thank you so
I
much.
take my hug, please.
Our
I love
Talkative
you
Bro family
already.
are also joining you to say thank you to everybody. That's so nice. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, guys. Thank you, her wonderful husband. Oh God, that your husband deserves a hug. Thank you for taking care of her, for helping. Thank you, her whole family. You guys are awesome. From
Thank
us to
you.
you guys, we appreciate you.
Thank
Oh
you.
God, this is a very, it's emotional for me. Please.
It's been an emotional one, and we are so thankful to our viewers for joining us today, and even the people that hadn't joined us before joined us. We are so appreciative. We do not take your being here for the past 1 hour for granted. Thank you all so much. And shout out to each and every one of you. Shout out to Maskiri for being you. Thank you for everything that you do on Talkative Series. We love you. We love you. We love
Oh
you.
God, honestly, you
And
guys should forgive me
our manager
today.
who is behind the scene, we thank you. Thank you
You
for
know,
everything.
at Eden,
And
please.
Ines Sugar
At
Nelson,
Eden,
thank you.
Sugar
We
Nelson, thank you
appreciate
Thank
so
you
you.
much.
so much.
And
Please,
thank you,
guys,
Thank you, Miss Margaret, for joining us. It's been an
thank you
amazing
so
time with you.
much.
It's such a wonder talking to you. Honestly, thank you
Honestly,
so much.
I'm intrigued. I'm in my head. You know me now, Viv. I'm a deep thinker. I'm thinking in my head. How does this woman do it? What is
How,
why
how,
is it?
how?
My head is going TikTok.
I
Honestly, I would
know.
like to meet you to talk with you personally. You're a strong woman. Like I said, sometime we are still gonna bring you on this show, please. We are still gonna, yeah, because we need to.
Our listeners are saying that they love you, Mommy Margaret. We love you. So
Yeah, they
just
say they
Thank you
love you. Oh
so
my
much.
God.
their love is flowing to you.
Honestly, we are gonna this thing happened just last week, blah blah blah. We are still gonna organize and have you come back because we need to give you an award. We need to organize a strong woman award, please. You deserve the flowers, honestly.
Yeah,
Thank you
you do
so much.
deserve
Yeah,
it.
it's not
Thank
easy
you.
to do what you do. It's not easy. Some
Yeah,
people on their feet can't even do half of what you do. So
absolutely.
honestly,
Thank you.
Thank you.
yeah, thank you so much for being here with us, for your patience, for your time. We appreciate you.
Thank
And
you
so,
so
guys,
much.
we've come to the end of it.
Somebody said before we go. Somebody said that her name is Margaret too. That's
Oh, you have a
Oh,
namesake. Yeah.
that's great.
You have a namesake here.
I hope you are strong like this Margaret too.
Before we forget, guys, you guys, what is next Saturday? What is next Saturday?
Christmas giveaway. Yes, so that is what's coming up next Saturday.
Yes,
So
21st. We are having
next Saturday, 21st of December is for giveaway. It's for Christmas giveaway. It's for Top Fan Award. So if you haven't joined us before, well, this is the opportunity to join us. If you have not been doing well as a top fan, this is the opportunity to up your game.
Some time
up your game. 1 week to up your game so that you'll be able to win the award. You guys for always joining us. We love you. We appreciate you. We thank you so much. Thank you, Miss Margaret, for coming. Thank you, Maski, for being yourself. We love you. We love everybody. We say peace.
Bye.
Everybody come around, Maski and Beef, let's talk the talk. Maski and Beef, let's talk the talk. Talkative Duo series, Maski and Beef, let's talk the talk. Talkative Duo series, Maski and Beef, let's talk the talk. Talkative Duo series, Maski and Beef, let's talk the talk. Talkative Duo series, Maski and Beef, let's talk the talk. Talkative Duo series, Maski and Beef, let's talk the talk. Talkative Duo series, Maski and Beef, let's talk the talk. Talkative Duo series, Maski and Beef, let's talk the talk.